this. So it sounds like you're saying the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that justifies systematically forcing innocent animals into gas chambers and slicing their throats open for food, but not humans, is human. You're saying that's the difference. So let's say that we took all Asian people on the planet, right? And we took a DNA test to all Asian people. And it turned out that this DNA test came back and all Asian people had DNA such that it was outside the human genome. Would it now be okay to force innocent Asian people into gas chambers and slice their throats open systematically for cheeseburgers? Yes or no? Sorry, was that a yes or a no?
At that point, they wouldn't be human now, would they?
Okay, cool. So was that a yes or a no? Would that be okay to force Asians into gas chambers and slice their throats open? Yes or no?
But the Asians at this point are not human, right?
Sorry. Was that a yes or a no? It would be okay.
Do you understand the clarified question?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, so I'll
they're
reset.
not human. There you go. So is the answer?
I'll just say it one more time. No, I just want to make it very clear.
Asking me like a million questions. So
yeah, let me make it very clear.
Ask for clarifying questions. For God's sake.
It's only one question, and I'll make it very clear one more time, okay? So we take all Asian people that are currently existing on Earth, and we give them a DNA test. Now, the DNA test comes back such that Asian people are actually outside of the human genome, meaning they're not human. Is it now okay to force innocent Asian people into gas chambers and slice their throats open systematically for cheeseburgers? Yes or no?
I don't think genome is the only thing.
Sorry. I didn't hear a yes or a no. Was that a yes?
I don't think,
or was that a no?
Because I don't think genome. I think you're having a false premise there. Genome is not the only thing.
I stipulated in the hypothetical such that they're not human. So is it now okay to force Asian people into gas chambers and slice their throats open for cheeseburgers? Yes or no?
Is it okay? No, it's not okay.
Not okay. Okay, so that's a contradiction. That means the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that justifies forcing animals into gas chambers but not humans is and is not being human, right? P and not P. You affirmed a proposition in conjunction with that proposition's negation. That's a logical contradiction. Do you understand?
What do you mean by okay? What is okay in your words? You just say a bunch of sophistry. What is okay?
Oh, sophistry. Hold on. The law of non-contradiction.
What is okay? What does okay mean? What does okay mean? Define okay.
I'm using whatever you mean by okay, right? So whatever you mean by it. That's why I was asking you, right? And you said
I'm wrong then.
Presumably you knew what okay what meant because you answered the question and you said it would be okay, right? So you knew what it meant when you answered the question, and that in turn resulted in a contradiction. And I can once again formalize the contradiction.
You cannot say I'm contradicting myself because
I quite literally can, and I can formalize it for you one more time, right? The contradiction is the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that justifies forcing animals into gas chambers but not humans is and is not being human, right? P and not P. You affirmed a proposition in conjunction with that proposition's negation. That's what a logical contradiction is.
Boy, I never said.
Do you know the laws of logic? That's literally the main one, the law of non-contradiction. Sorry.
How do you it's the main one? Who said it's the main one? There's more than one.
Yeah. It would be the laws of classical logic. You can look it up right now. Right.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to do Google search together? Do you want to do Google search together? We can see the 3 laws of classical logic right now. Right.
Okay.
Just basic prop logic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on the hypothetical you gave me.
So your answer is logically impossible.
Oh, hold on.
Make it clear. That means it's false in all possible worlds.
No.
Just to be clear.
No, it's not. There's no contradiction actually.
Oh yeah, it actually isn't.
I'm not going to calm down to listen.
Wait, hold on. What is a contradiction? Tell me what a contradiction is.
There's no contradiction there.
Wait. Tell me what a contradiction is.
Wait. How many questions are you going to ask me? Answer mine first.
You said it wasn't a contradiction. You said it wasn't a contradiction. So tell me what a contradiction is. Presumably you know what a contradiction is if you know it's not a contradiction. So what is a contradiction in propositional logic? Tell me right now. Define a contradiction. You can't answer. You can't answer because you don't even know what a contradiction is, but somehow you know it's not a contradiction. I'll define it for you one more time. A contradiction is a proposition in conjunction with that proposition's negation. Do you know what a proposition is? Yes or no? Do you know what a proposition is? Oh, you don't? Okay, I'll tell you that too. A proposition is a truth apt statement. It's a statement that is capable of being true or false. You literally don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Your answer is logically impossible, but you don't even know what that means because you're so fucking stupid. You don't know any of the laws of logic. You're just another dumb ass meat eater just spouting off at the mouth, just fucking yapping, dog. Okay. Like there's literally I could not wreck you any further than showing that your answer is logically impossible. Like I seriously don't know where else I can go with this.
Because you can't engage. You just want to.
I can't engage. So what do you mean by not engage?
You've asked me. Are you done with your inquisition? You got me right.
By inquisition, you mean showing that your answer is logically impossible? Sure. Yeah, I'm done showing your answer is logically impossible.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on
I'm
your
done
hypothetical-
calling your answers false in all possible worlds. Yes.
Can I ask you a question now?
GG.
Or is that? Okay,
Yeah, sure.
basically-
Yeah, once you can see that your answer is logically impossible, I'll answer any questions you want.
It's not logically impossible.
Oh, okay. So what's a contradiction? What's logically?
It's not logically impossible.
What's logically impossible mean? Oh,
Because
so you
there
don't
was
even
no-
know what
there was no
logically
contra-
impossible means, but you know it's not logically impossible.
was
Do you
no-
want me to explain it to you again? Because I just explained it to you 3 times, so you would think by now you would understand what logically impossible means.
Your voice is shaking. You calm down. You just.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to ask you one more time? Is this the defense mechanism kicking in?
You just being
See, let me
yourself.
explain it real quick.
So after I explained
Say
3
something.
times, can you tell
Calm
me what
down
logically
first.
impossible means?
Calm
Oh,
down.
so
Say something one time.
All right. Well, I don't think I
Saying a
could wreck
bunch
you
of
any
words
further,
don't
so
make you smart, bro.
I'll pass it on to the next person. I don't think I could wreck you any further. GG.
Yeah, take your L.
GG, little bro. GG.
So he asked the question. Yeah,
the question.
He literally asked you. So you said that the thing that's like different between the reason why it's wrong to do cannibalism is because it's human. It's not wrong to do it to an alien that's just like us, but it is wrong to do it to an Asian if we found out that they're not human. So you're saying it's wrong and not wrong. Like it's a contradiction. Like that.
What did I? What did you
Human
say?
can't be the distinction because you care about the Asian. It's wrong whenever it's an Asian if the Asian's not human.
If the Asian is not human, then it's not wrong. Did I say it was wrong?
You said it was wrong. Yeah.
Yes. So if it's wrong, then I said it was wrong. No, that would be not wrong.
Yeah, you said it was wrong. That's why you were saying it's a contradiction because you said it was wrong, which is like
Problem spoke, but I don't know. I think that would not be wrong. If they're not human, if they're not, they don't have any like moral agency under my purview of ethics and morality.
You know how evolution works? Like humanity will go extinct, and it won't. We can pass on generation. Humanity will go extinct. What else, right? So let's say we're at the point where we're giving birth to something and it's not human. Would it be wrong to unalive them and eat them?
No, that's now you have a contradiction. Why would you birth something that's not human?
That's how evolution works. It changes over time to where you're slowly becoming a different species.
But you don't know that, though. You don't know that. We don't know when evolution started. We don't know when it's going to end. All we have is like estimates since we started recording evolution.
Evolution's a process. It started whenever like life began. we started yeah.
So a human cannot birth like some different species.
Yes, speciation occurs. DNA changes. We become different species over time. Like humanity will go extinct even if all of our descendants keep having descendants. Homo sapiens, something else.
How do you know we will go extinct? You sound very sure. How do you know we will go extinct?
Because of the process of evolution, we will change over time.
Your change doesn't mean extinction, though. There's no guarantee of extinction. You just change.
Yes,
changes.
we are no longer Homo. We are no longer Homo habilis or Homo erectus, or like we change over time. We are no longer a single-celled bacteria.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't believe in evolution because I'm not like from that purview. But
Okay.
we can still engage in that.
All
anyway,
right.
but I can engage in the thought process, but I don't believe in evolution. From my purview, we wouldn't evolve, or we never even came from evolution. Like we were created by God.
Okay, so let's engage with the thought process. You're giving birth to a not human. We're at the point where it's changing over time, right? Where speciation is occurring, right? Would it be wrong to unalive and eat that?
At that point in time, then I'll have to know. I mean, if it's consistent with the current morality of my framework, I would say maybe they're no longer human. It wouldn't be wrong. Like, it would be wrong. No, it won't be wrong to unalive it. But I don't know about eating, though.
Okay.
It's no longer human. It won't be wrong.
I think I've just done.
The network is cracking. We're breaking up. I can hear it very well.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm on Trump Wi-Fi.
Trump. Oh, W. Trump.
I'm in rural Texas, so the Wi-Fi is not the best. So sorry about that.
Right. Anyway. Empty, do you want to engage now, or your voice is still shaking?
Literally nothing else I could say to you. Like, if you are willing to violate the law of non-contradiction, like, I just rest my case there.
What did I violate to you? You need to say your question slowly.
Violate. He just died he unalived on the Hill. He said that it's okay to unalive and do gas chambers to Asians if you found out that they're not human. Like, it's okay to do that to your kid if they were not a human.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, if he's willing to bite that bullet, then it's no longer violating the law.
You said wrong. You said wrong. You said wrong. He was talking about okay.
That's what I mean by wrong.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I took
something can be bad but not wrong. So I'm only talking about wrong.
Yeah, you said wrong, but when he made his own statement, he was saying okay. I don't know what that was, so I took it whatever interpretation it was. So he doesn't know what the contradiction is because he doesn't know my definition of okay.
Would it be wrong? Like, I think I already asked his question, and you said that it would not be wrong to unalive and eat Asians if you found out that they weren't human, right?
Yeah, why did he eat anyway? Hypothetical, but yeah, it won't be wrong because they're not human. So at that point, they wouldn't be Asians, and I would just say maybe like they're aliens, right? I'll just classify them like aliens at that point. So they were not humans.
You through this very slowly again. I can. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can do it again.
We'll do this very slowly. Okay.
Don't use okay.
You think it is okay? Okay. You think it is. Yeah. You think it is morally permissible to systematically force innocent sentient animals into gas chambers by the billions and hang them upside down and slice their throats open to turn them into cheeseburgers. If we were doing the exact same thing to humans, presumably you would think that is wrong. That means there is a morally relevant difference between humans and animals such that it is okay to do it to animals but not humans. What is that difference?
Yeah. That comes from my epistemologic section and epistemic foundation of my religion.
Bye, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out.
I do not care where it comes from. Just tell me what the difference is.
I just told you.
All I heard you say was it comes from.
At that point, wouldn't consider them as moral agents, so there will be something else.
Sorry. So what is the difference between humans and animals, such that it's okay to force animals into gas chambers for cheeseburgers, but not humans? I still haven't heard an answer.
Because animals are not moral agents. So humans are the ones
Okay,
with moral
awesome. No, thank you for answering. Okay, awesome. So now if we found a population of mentally disabled humans such that they had the same cognition as the average farm pig, making them not moral agents, would it now be okay to force these mentally disabled humans into gas chambers systematically by the billions and hang them upside down and slice their throats open for cheeseburgers? Yes or no? And now before you say anything, it is stipulated in the hypothetical that these mentally disabled people are not moral agents. Would it be okay to force them into gas chambers? Yes or no? I don't want to yap. Yes or no?
Are they humans? You're hypothetical.
Sorry. I didn't hear yes or no.
No, I'm asking, are they humans?
Sorry. I didn't hear a yes or a no.
In your hypothetical, are they humans?
Sorry. I didn't hear a yes or a no. Was that a yes or a no?
I just answered one of the questions.
Sorry. I didn't hear a yes or a no. Would it be okay to force these mentally disabled people who are not moral agents into gas chambers and slice their throats open? Yes or no?
What species are these?
Sorry. I don't know if you do you know how
it's not even relevant, D. It's not even relevant what species they are.
Yeah, right. I don't know why you're asking questions. I'm just asking you a simple. Do you know how to say the words yes or no? Or is that
what clarification means?
Oh, okay. So
He just loves answering questions with questions.
Right,
That's a
right,
very
yeah.
common theme.
If asking,
asking me questions
listen, listen. If asking a question to a question counts as answering a question, then I'm just going to ask you a question to your question, because apparently asking questions to questions counts as answering a
Clarifying
question.
question is not a question. A clarifying
Look, dude,
question.
this doesn't matter. The justification you gave for why it's okay to slaughter one and not the other is moral agency. You didn't say anything about being human. You just said, "Oh, well, that's the symmetry breaker."
Yeah, so yes, they are human. Yes, they are human. Yes, they are human.
It's implied with the moral agency.
Yes, they are human. Yes, they are human. Yes, they are human. Yes, they are human. Is it okay? Yes.
Human.
Yes, they are human. Is it okay? Yes or no?
No, it's not okay then.
Okay, so that's a contradiction, and I can
that's a contradiction.
right? The contradiction,
How is it a contradiction?
is I'll formalize it for you. So the contradiction is the morally irrelevant difference between humans and animals that justifies forcing animals into gas chambers and slitting their throats for cheeseburgers, but not humans, is and is not moral agency. P and not P. You affirmed a proposition in conjunction with that proposition's negation, which is what a contradiction is.
In your hypothetical, you said they were what? They were moral agents, right?
I said the mentally disabled people were not moral agents. And I asked you if it would be okay to slaughter them. You said no, which is what resulted in a contradiction, because you affirmed a proposition in conjunction with that proposition's negation. That being the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that justify slaughtering animals but not humans is and is not moral agency. P and not P.
But only humans have moral agency, so you already took out one of mine.
It is stipulated in the hypothetical that these humans do not have moral agency.
But that already violates my classification of what humans are already capable of. That already violates my quality I assign to humans already. So
Are you saying, hold on. To be clear,
you're saying you're humans are not humans.
To be clear, are you saying it is logically impossible for a human to not have moral agency? Yes or no? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Is it logically impossible for a human to have moral agency? Yes or no?
Logically impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be no.
It's not logically impossible. Great. So that means the question I asked you is logically possible and you can answer.
No, but...
Yes, that's what that means. If something is logically possible, that means you can think of it in your head and give an answer.
No, I'm not following you.
Dude, honestly, I'm just done here. This is like talking to a fucking.
You've asked me how many questions?
This is I'm trying to explain to a bivalve right now what the laws of logic. This is such a waste of time. You can talk to somebody else. I'm done here. I think I've wrecked you enough. I'm just done. When somebody else comes up and wants to get wrecked, I'm happy.
Ask me questions. I run away.
Seriously, too low IQ for me to talk to. I really can't do it.
You're too low IQ.